Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Ramayana 102. As you may remember, Dasarata wanted to give Rama lots of stuff on his way out the door. Kaikeyi wouldn't let anything go out with him, and Rama said he didn't care. It's like a man who has given away an elephant and feels attached to the rope which used to tie the elephant up. I do not need all these things. I need but one thing, and that is an apparel made of tree bark. I also want a spade and a basket. I need nothing other than these. A cry of distress rose like a wave and submerged the entire hall when Rama spoke thus. 16. Kaikeyi brings the Valkalas. Before Rama had completed his request, Kaikeyi went to her apartments and came out with the rough and coarse tree bark, which was to be the clothing for Rama for the next 14 years. She gave it to Rama and said, "Here is what you asked for. Wear it." There was a deadly silence when Rama took it, and after getting rid of the silks he was wearing, dressed himself in the cloth given to him by his, quote, mother, unquote. He looked like a tapasvin already, and at the same time, Lakshman took up the other pieces of the Valkala and dressed himself in them. The king was looking on, and he was helpless. Realizing that another pair was brought for her sake, Sita took in her hands the Valkalas held out to her by Kaikeyi. She turned them in her hands and tried in vain to wear them. With a nonplussed look on her face, she spoke shyly to her husband and said, "Tell me, my lord, how do they wear it in the forest? I do not seem to be doing it properly." She was standing there looking helplessly around with the cloth in her hand. She had wound one piece round her neck and the other was in her hand. Sita was looking embarrassed, since all eyes were upon her, and she could not wear it as it was usually worn. Rama came to her quickly, and with his own blessed hands he draped it over the silk she was wearing. The sight was heartbreaking for the women of the harem, and all eyes were wet as they saw Rama tying the Valkala round Sita's waist. Some of them said, "Rama, this young girl has not been banished to the forest. She does not have to undergo this punishment. Leave her behind with us. Take Lakshman with you as your companion. But this young, tender girl, Sita, is not meant to live in the forest and go through the many hardships of living there." When he saw Sita dressed in tree bark, Vashishta was furious. He said, "Kaikeyi, you are a blot to the name of Dasarata and to the name of Ashvapati. You have overreached yourself in unwomanliness. You deceived the king, and you are secure in the anticipation of being the queen mother. You do not seem to set a limit to the atrocities you have been committing. Sita does not have to go to the forest. Let her be seated on the throne meant for Rama and rule the land of Ikshvakus. It is said that a wife is one's own self taking another form. Accordingly, Sita has every right to rule the kingdom. But this goddess among women is determined to live in the forest, since her lord Rama is leaving for Dandaka. We will all follow Rama to where he goes, and the forest will become a city. Ayodhya will be the forest. Kaikeyi, in your ambition to own the kingdom, you have lost sight of one truth. You have not remembered the nature of Bharata. He will not be willing to accept the throne. I know these children of the king better than you do. Bharata and Shatrughna will wear tree bark and deerskin too, and they will live in the forest along with Rama." Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.